Hi you guys, this is going to be short and sweet. I have some perfect friends. I won't mention their names, but they know their hair is always perfect. They look great. They never have a nail broken. You are talking to a totally unperfect person right here. My hair is always a mess. I have no fingernails and I have wrinkles in my clothes. So I try to wear an apron most of the time so you can't see it. But even my perfect friends forget things at the store. So today, I am going to show you how to make homemade breadcrumbs. So easy, and they're tasty and healthy, no preservatives in them. So what I've got here is basically a piece of French bread that we had left over from the other night. And I've got my little Cuisinart oven here. It is an air fryer, but it also is a toaster oven, a broiler, all kinds of great things. I love this little thing. It is wonderful. We're going to take our pieces of bread and I cut them up. They're pretty large cubes. And I'm going to put them in my Cuisinart food processor. So you have the capability to decide how large you want your breadcrumbs. Today I'm going to use these breadcrumbs in a kicked up meatloaf. I'm going to use Zumo sausage straight down the middle and really kick it up. But I am going to need breadcrumbs for the ground beef part. So here we go. We put our little top on and we're going to pulse. Now these aren't totally crispy dry, but they are relatively, I would say it's stale enough. Sometimes I let the bread get too dry, and then when that happens, it's too hard, it won't even process. So we're almost there. We're gonna let it go a little bit longer. So all I'm doing is pulsing because I'm watching. I don't want this to get really, really fine. Now panko crumbs are gonna be different. Those are Japanese breadcrumbs. Gonna be different from what we're doing here. We're just making plain old breadcrumbs. And I think we're almost there. And we are. Still have a few big pieces. We're not going to worry about that. Some people use it directly like this. We're not. We're going to toast this and we're going to season it. So I'm going to lay this out here on my little Cuisinart air fryer pan. And we're going to spread it out. I always like to cover my pan with a little bit of foil. We're going to add some granulated garlic. And I know you're seeing me use these big bottles of spice. I go through spice like crazy. So don't think that they're not being used quickly. So I'm going to add some Italian seasoning, about less than a tablespoon for what I used. I used probably this much bread. And I'm going to toss that up, toss it around so it all gets mixed. And then, I know you've seen me use this before. This is my little OXO extra virgin oil sprayer. And this thing is great. So when I do fish or when I do vegetables, instead of pouring it over and not getting it distributed, you can use this little OXO sprayer. You can get it on Amazon.com and it's great. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a little bit of a spray, not too much. I'm gonna toss it with my hands again. My hands are clean. There we go. And we're gonna give one more spray. And we're gonna put it on toast. So we're gonna put it on the low rack, and I am going to put it on a light toast. And we're just gonna let it go. I'll show you when we finish. Hi everybody, I'm back with my oven mitt, not the terrible ones that I always use, but a different one. So I wanted to show you what our breadcrumbs look like. This is how they are. They toasted about 5.5 minutes. And I had it on the light setting on the Cuisinart air fryer, but after they turned off, they weren't crunchy enough. So I wanted some crunch to them. Remember, you can make them, you can adjust them to be fine or basically rustic like these. Use them on your different types of casseroles and all of those good things. They're wonderful, they're easy, and they're economical. Anyway, thanks for stopping in.